Before anything else, preparation is the key. Alexander Graham Bell, how do you prepare? 10 to 15 minutes each and every day. It's very simple. Follow these charts with us. Pick out your own favorite stocks and ETFs, sector funds, commodities, whatever they may be. Backtrack them. Practice trading them each and every day. These charts at TradingView are wonderful. You can find the layout that we have right there in your show notes every day. If you're following us on YouTube, if you're at the website chartingwealth.com, you will see the link to how we set up our charts. Easy to do. And again, if you'll go sign up at chartingwealth.com, you'll get our daily reviews each and every day, special trainings we put out for you each and every day. That list is never sold, never spammed. Patreon members, thank you for your support. First thing you get as a Patreon member is Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth way. Let's look at these charts. I'm looking at all red, everything down. S&P 500 down 1.34%. That's okay, friends. Earlier in the week, starting on, what was that, the 10th, we jumped in up 1, 2, 3 days, and we were 3.5 days, and we were out by the 15th. So again, quite beautiful, up 2.32%. Bam, we did it. Then things rolled over after that. We didn't make the tip top, but we did just fine. Our 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. How do we set those? It's based on the average true range. And you're using this little measurement tool. You find it right over here under measurement tools. Long if you're going long, short if you're going short. Use the ATR to set things up. Take our training at the website on average true range. You will see it. You will get it. You will understand. You want to know more? Patreon members get all sorts of special stuff. But everything you need is right here absolutely for free. So, success starting off with the S&P 500. Now, we're rolling back over. It's good. Things are back in the red. It's okay for it to go down. The market goes that way. The 2-day is still in the green and up. The weekly is still in the green and up. And what I'm talking about is the STC. Now, we do see on the 2-day, we got a red candle that has been forming these last 2 days heading down. Now again, that's okay where things are pulling back a little bit. The STC is still in the green. The only thing negative now is the half day. And my friends, if this week starts and things start popping up, we'll be ready to jump right back in. Now, let's move to the Qs. Didn't do as well in the Qs as we did with the S&P. That's okay. What did we make? I tracked that earlier, about almost 1%. Things popped up a little higher, as you can see. But again, as we look at things, it rolled. This is just annoying. All that stuff pops right up. It got higher and then rolled over. We punched out before that total low, but we had that red candle forming. When we see red, we go ahead and pull our trade. Instead of making what we had hoped would be 3.47%, we only made 1%. But you know what? It's 1% more than we had in our practice trade before we started. Same thing with the NASDAQ 100. We are negative on the STC on the half-day chart. 2-day and weekly charts are up on the STC, so we're just waiting for things to roll back over. Now, they could, on both these charts, punch through the 200 EMA on the half-day chart and put us back in the short range, because remember, above the 200 EMA, which is this golden line, you're looking to go long. Below it, you're looking to go short. Let's move on to 20-year bonds. Where are they? Oh, and by the way, the NASDAQ 100 down almost 2% for the day. So it's a good thing we took what we had and ran. Now, we see bonds are heading down. We haven't, because of sort of the screwiness of bonds, down and up, down and up. We did not stay in any kind of down trade here. In fact, it had not been working, was not working well, and very quickly turned around and popped back up. So What did we do? Well, we've just let this continue to track around up and down, up and down. It now has headed down in the morning, not quite as much in the afternoon. We're waiting for things to reset. What does that mean? It means goes into the green, moves above this center band here where it's a little darker colored above these two, well, above this second line, to reset itself. If it moves above, which it did not do back here, on August the 4th through, well, August the 4th, it didn't move above that darker band and that top line, so it didn't reset. So it didn't jump back in here. Wouldn't have felt good about it anyway, because what did it do? It popped right back up again. We're waiting for it to go green, move up, and then if it rolls back over, we'll look to jump in, but not right now. We look at where the weekly is on the STC. It's still green, but 2 weeks, particularly this last one of strong down movement. We look at where the 2-day is, and again, several days of down movement. It rotated over, heading down on this last 2-day candle, so it's now gone to red. So we'll wait for things to reset on 20-year bonds before we jump into any short position. Now, what about gold? Good news. We closed out our gold trade this morning. Why is it not loading up? There we go, because I didn't hit it. We closed out our gold trade this morning down 1.58%, and it was in the green. Again, hit our 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio, and we were out. Quite nice. And again, in the red on the STC, we're below the 200, so the 200 EMA, exponential moving average, so we are looking for what? Down moves. If we go to the 2-day, you can see that it has been going down for 6 days, accelerating downward momentum. Still has green on the STC. Now, the weekly has been red the whole time. We did have 2 weeks of up movement this last week, killing that off. Well, not killing it totally off, but heading down. So we did have a successful trade in there in gold. I was a little bit trepidatious about it, but we pulled the trigger because the charts told us to, and it worked. Doesn't always work. Doesn't have to always work. Remember, if you're following the rules on how the always successful trading formula training that we have, you know that you only have to win 4 out of 10 trades. Read about it. Study it. You can do the math. It isn't that hard. And what do you need to do? Practice, practice, practice. None of you should be spending any of your own money until you master all this stuff. Then, and only then, do you put together all your knowledge and make up your mind what you want to do with your own money. We're not a stock calling service, much less a Bitcoin, gold, options, whatever calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to practice. It doesn't cost anything. But that 10 to 15 minutes each and every day. Let's leave gold, go to Bitcoin. Boom! Was Bitcoin down today? 9.17%. Told you it wasn't time to get into Bitcoin. Weren't interested in getting into Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin's not ready for you to get in yet. We're still way below the 200 EMA. We are in the red on, and again, this has been very difficult with a whole bunch of sideways sliding, popping up, popping down. Again, there's nothing for us to get into. I'm not shorting Bitcoin. We practiced that to some success and all. We're looking to jump into Bitcoin when it's ready to go up. And of course, what are we looking at? We are practice trading, I am, only the Van Eck ETF. Why? It's the lowest cost of the 3 ETFs of the Bitcoin short-term futures. You can find these on the exchanges. You don't have to go to a Bitcoin or a crypto exchange. You can do what? You can find this at, just right there. It's traded. It's an ETF. One of the 3. The reason, like I said, we chose the Van Eck, it has the lowest costs. I've actually been watching this for quite a while. I'd encourage you to do it too and to practice trade it if you want to learn how it works. So, and again, it's inexpensive. It's only, 20-something bucks. You can even fractionally trade a share or 2 of that and see how you can do. So, what do we see going on here? Like I said, strong down movement over the course of the day. What's the 2-day up to? Again, shows you a very strong down candle. We're going to plumb these lows again. We may very well be getting ready to do that. STC is still green. What about the weekly? It is still red. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of up movement, and then a red spinning top this week, showing you some indecision. So there is a great charting crypto that we just put out. It is available not just for our Patreon members as it was the first few days. It is now available for everyone. Take that over the weekend also. So again, lots to learn, lots to pay attention to. Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies aren't where we're putting any of our efforts right now on our practice trading accounts. We are just watching, waiting, keeping the powder dry, and again, following it each and every day. We love to hear from you folks. CW@chartingwealth.com. We appreciate our Patreon supporters so much. You help underwrite the cost of this channel to do this for free for everybody else. Remember, please support the stuff that you care about and you get something from, because the stuff you support tends to stay around. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.